Now this is Wednesday the 16th of June, and my wife has booked this little self-catering cottage here, Kinbane cottages, and there's a little one down below us there as well, and we're looking out at Rathlin Island. It's beautiful. This is a farm, as you can see, the cattle trailer coming up there, and we are looking out over the sea. It's a dairy farm and contractor as well.
Working on a farm up at the crack of dawn. Jump out of bed, get your overalls on, grab a slice of toast and whistle for the dog. Make the paddock ready, bring the cows down the road.
Make the paddock ready, bring the cows down the road.
Here comes Beauty, number 8. 3 pulls of meal for she's milking great. Heifer behind her needs a kicking bar. Run and get the new one from the boot of the car.
I'll get the new one from the boot of the car.
Number 70, she's a bit lame. 20 a pen and strip, she'll be right as rain. Hold back the milk for a couple of days. Put a red X on her with one of those sprays.
A red X on her with one of those sprays.
That's old Susie, boy, she milks real slow. Keep her to the last run and let the rest go. Hose down the parlour, pipe from the tank. You feed the calves, I have to run to the bank.
I'll feed the calves, you run into the bank.
Your tyres off the tractor, your back ones here obviously. Some size, those tyres. So they are. And this is your front pair. So they'd be 3 foot wide, those. So this is Kenny Wilkinson beside me here, and he's the main man and runs the place here. And that was his 2 boys we were talking to yesterday, changing the wheel on that other tractor there. So we're going to cut silage today. Then with the rain last night, it's postponed operation, so I'm not going to be able to go down to the farm and view the thing going and cutting. So, but we'll just talk about it while we're standing here. So Kenny, tell me firstly, how come a silage wagon rather than a precision chop, or self-propelled should I say, machine?
Well, a couple of reasons. I suppose initially cost was one of the things. We were traditionally all bales here, but the size of the herd grew, all our other things grew with it. We couldn't get enough bales made in a window of weather, the amount of silage we had to cut, so we looked at various options. Harvester's a big capital outlay, and then just the pile of extra help because you justify keeping that thing going. You're 3 or 4 trailers.
Yep.
Very labour intensive, and I suppose part of it was the local dealer who sells these is handy. They gave us one out on a trial basis or a demo, and we were very impressed, especially the more modern one. The bigger one now is cutting them a lot shorter than the first ones, you know, it could have been long and stringy.
Yep.
And even that, I suppose, in fairness, is longer than a precision chop, but it's still...
Well, there's not much in it. I was looking at the chippings sitting on the front of it there, and it is short.
It's short now. There's 45 knives in that, and if you're using it working the right type of grass, you know, that younger grass, if you go into a big heavy one cut system, it's hard to chop. But we were impressed what we could do.
If say it's a first cut crop that you're doing, how many acres per hour roughly in an average first cut?
We reckon
we're talking about Dairyman's grass.
Dairyman's grass. We were left 3.5 to 4 acres an hour with one wagon.
Yeah.
We had 90 acres here of our own, which the 2 wagons at it, we had it all left it in basically a 12-hour window, and most of it was carted 3 miles.
Yeah.
We have a few fields here that were close paddocks in front of cows and things, but the big bulk of it all come from our other farm, which is 3 miles away.
Yeah.
And we start at 9:30 in the morning, and the 90 acres was in at 9:30 at night comfortably, without we were fit to stop for lunch, stop for our evening meal.
And do it when it suited you as
and
well.
doing it when it suited us. Yeah, self-propelled, we did that through in a lot shorter period of time. But
you need a tribe of workmen and everything.
Tribe of
else.
workmen, a tank of diesel, you don't even use a tank of diesel lifting it.
Yeah.
You know, we could probably lift a day and a half in a tank of diesel in comparison. So on that basis, very cost effective, we think. And that initial wagon is now 7 seasons done, and personally she's as good as the day she came. You know, there's very little, few when we wearing parts, but nothing major. And I mean, that wagon will lift another 3 or 4 seasons, no problem. And any man just doing his own would get a lot of work, you know, even longer.
Yeah.
So the other thing is the big wheels and that on it.
It's great.
Very easy on the ground.
Great
compared
tyres
to,
on them.
You're talking a 12-ton harvester going up the field. Compaction is
we'll
a big issue.
We'll go down and have a wee look.
You know, so we find them very, very easy on the ground, very easy to work, and we're impressed with it, to be quite honest.
So what is that sort of 10-ton trailer terms? Roughly something like that?
It would be bigger. It would be probably closer on 12 to 14 ton.
Right.
We actually went to a local self-propelled contractor there this year, and he was needing an extra trailer on, and we just went with that, and he blew it in, and he reckoned it wasn't holding just as much as his 16-ton canes, but he says it was holding as much as any 14-ton.
It's deceptive because the tyres are that big and that it makes the body look almost small.
Makes the body look small, yeah. So the other key factor is, you know, she is light. There's not a lot of weight there in comparison. And most of the weight's in around the pickup there. Yeah. But she travels extremely well on the ground. Steering axle, she's not very manoeuvrable in around the yard.
Yep.
And we're happy enough now.
Well, there you are. Well, that's it. Well, there's 2 or 3 dairymen. Well, there's an arable man down our way has got one. He's doing his own, and there's 2 dairymen there working with them now at home. So they're coming down the Ards Peninsula for whatever reason. It's mostly self-propelled units. It's on the go down.
One of the biggest things I think probably will encourage it is labour. You know, labour is getting a big problem for contractors. It's getting a big problem for farmers, even on their own.
Yep.
Traditional ways of putting on silage, there was always plenty of people about to cart, and also the window and the weather. Everybody wants it fired in as quick as possible now. Yeah, absolutely. So the wagon thing went forward. The capabilities of what a wagon from probably the old traditional ones, the intake and is huge, and I think there's probably going forward they have a place.
Yeah. Not
for everyone, but and even in the big farms or big acres of silage, 3 of them things can lift a lot of silage. Certainly we have 2 coming in, and you wouldn't want the buckraking man wouldn't want any more coming in now.
Well, there you are. Thank you very much indeed for that little eye opener and behind the scenes story.
2 in the morning, we're still not in bed. Cow, she's a calving and we can't get the head. It's coming down, keep your cool. Good girl Daisy, oh no, it's a bull.
Good girl Daisy, oh no, it's a bull.
Working on a farm up at the crack of dawn. Jump out of bed and get your overalls on.
Get your overalls